Is Roger, and this is Getting to Know Funded Forex. On this video, we'll talk about our max daily loss. What is it, and how is it calculated? And some scenarios that we're going to run through, just for us to be super clear on how this rule works. So our daily max loss, also known as daily loss, is calculated as follows. Let's put in an example of a 100K elite account, which has an 8% daily loss. So your initial balance is $100,000. Your daily loss would be 8% of that, which would be $8,000 or 8K. Their starting point for this is the beginning of the day, according to our server platform. So the daily maximum loss parameters reset each time our server starts a new day. So you just be mindful of that. So let's run some scenarios through it. Let's say that the trader starts with a balance of $100,000. Once the account equity reaches $92,000, the rule will be breached and the challenge will be failed. So you received your account. It's your first trading day. If from that starting point you go 8K or the daily loss, you would breach your account. Let's run a second scenario. The trader starts the day with a balance of $100,000. During the same day, the trader increases the balance to $110,000. The trader has made a profit of $10,000. The lowest the account equity can reach, it's still $92,000. Why? Because we are taking into consideration the starting balance of the day, which was $100,000. So if you have a good day where you have a lot of profit, that profit it helps you or works as a buffer for you. So then this specific day, you could lose up to $18,000 on the account, and you wouldn't breach the daily max loss because it's always 80% of your initial account balance. So it would always be, in this case, $88,000 from the initial starting balance of that day. Let's run a third scenario. The traders start the day with a balance of $110,000. The maximum daily loss for the day remains $8,000 since it's 8% of the initial account balance. If the account equity or balance reaches $102,000 or 102K, the rule would be breached and the challenge would be failed. So um, you should be aware of what's the starting balance of the day once the server or platform is resetted. A fourth scenario would be, let's say that the trader starts today with a balance of $98,000. So the trader is in drawdown. The maximum daily loss is still $8,000. So reaching a balance of $90,000 would breach the rule and the challenge would be failed. You would breach the rule because you would lose $8,000 or the daily loss from the starting balance of the day. A fifth scenario would be if the trader starts the day with a balance of $150,000. Let's say that you grew your account a lot. The maximum daily loss, it's still $8,000. So if you reach $142,000, you would breach the rule and the challenge would be failed. Let's say that you go all the way down to $143,000 in one day and you wouldn't lose the account. The next day, the account would start at $143,000 and you could go down to 136 without losing the account, as long as you don't lose more than 8K in equity or balance during the day. With the initial starting balance of that day, you're good to go. This is just an example of how it would develop itself. Let's say then you start with $136,000 and you go to 129 without losing the account. If you follow that same process, it would be a moment until you would lose the account um on the total loss of the account, which could be $89,000, which means 11% of the initial starting point, which from a 100K account would be $11,000. So $89,000 would be the point that you would breach your account for total loss, not daily loss. So it's pretty simple how this works. Just always being um, aware that whatever was the account that you purchased, a 200K, a 10K, a 5K, a 50K, just calculate 8% or the percentage of that daily loss that applies for that challenge, and that's what you can afford to lose during a day. That's it. As simple as that. If you have any more questions, you can reach out to us. You can visit our schedule of assessment. You can visit our Food and Answer question section, or you can talk to us through the chat. Happy trading. I hope this video was resourceful. Thank you for your time. I'll see you on the next one.